Hey guys, it's Christine. I just wanted to come to you really quick with this video to talk about what can become three very big blocks to us energetically that really need a smack down, if I gotta be honest, in order for us to transform and change anything that we want to change in our life. The first thing that I've noticed is our inner critic, you know, something that's been with us since childhood, something that's like a bratty little kid that we need to silence, you know? Bottom line, we need to figure out a way to silence it. It's the person that tells us who we are, you know, asks us a whole lot of questions that keep us stuck in a mind frame of not realizing our worth is the bottom line, not realizing who we are in this world, not realizing what we're capable of, not realizing how truly amazing we are as individuals, right? And most of the time it's because we're living in the past. If we're listening to that inner critic and we're focusing on what the critic has to say and we're actually taking action on our life the way that the critic tells us to, sometimes that can be self-sabotage, right? And that's one of the biggest blocks is when we sabotage um, our own outcomes, you know, our own ability to transform, our own ability to move forward in anything. Number two is our own story that we tell about ourselves. And usually it's an old story. It's outdated. It's from the past, usually whispered by that inner critic in some way. You know, who are we in this world? What are we capable of? What is expected out of us? What is comfortable for us? What is comfortable for everybody around us? Big thing, you know. Is this going to disappoint others? Is it, am I strong enough, capable, smart enough, whatever? You know, it's the story that can be tough if you've ever gone through any kind of struggle in your life, if you've ever had any kind of emotional trauma in your life, if you've ever had anything that you're overcoming, you know, it's hard to get out of the old story, but it's something that has to be done, you know. It's time to silence that inner critic and begin a new story for yourself. And that the beauty of that is that we hold the pen. We have the say so in how the story goes. We're the one who gets to wake up in the morning every single day and decide what it is that we're going to do with our life, what it is we're going to do with our time in this moment right now in order to move forward, right? And to begin that you 2.0, that transformation of anything that you want, how you want things to unfold, how you're going to overcome, how you're going to move forward, how you're going to evolve, how you're going to grow, how you're going to learn. What are your next moves? You know, it's up to you. We get to decide in the moment where we're going to manifest from. Are we going to manifest from the past? Or are we going to move forward, you know, and begin penning a new story that we actually desire for ourselves? And here's the thing. When you start thinking about like who you are in this world and what everybody expects of you and what everyone's comfortable with, you have to first realize that the only person you should ever be concerned about in the matters of your own life story is how you feel, what you're wanting for yourself, how your fulfillment, your happiness, your abundance, your growth, how you want things to unfold for you. Because unless you're happy and fulfilled and abundant and blessed and faithful on your own, you know, you're living someone else's story. You're not living your story. Number three, that can be an energetic block for us is not taking action. You know, we can think about it all day and we can dream of it in our mind and we can evaluate and we can research and we can read every book in town and we can Google anything that we can find information on how to do things. But the bottom line is we got to take action, you know, steps in the moment every single day to begin building brick by brick that transformation that you desire in your life. And how are you going to do that? Well, the first thing is to become aware of your own BS, you know, what is your own bullshit story that the inner critic likes to remind you of that keeps you from taking action. And that's really what it is. They're so interconnected and they're so it's so predetermined on, if you are living in those 3 blocks at all times, on how things are not going to change in your life, you know? And it's about comfort, you know, comfort zones. They all create a comfort zone of not changing. There's no comfort in change. I got to be honest with you about that, you know? Being somebody who's changed a whole lot of times in my life, I can tell you, that process of change, that process of transformation has never been comfortable. Not ever. Not ever. And I don't care if it's a struggle you're going through. I don't care if it's trauma you're overcoming. I don't care if it's the worst time in your life. None of it is comfortable, and none of it is irrelevant, and none of it is not valid. But it's like, do we want to continue to live there in the past, or do we want to move forward? And that's always a choice to change our story, right? By taking action in the moment, living in the now, taking it day by day, step by step. So in the comment section below, tell me a time that you feel like one of those 3 blocks has ever negatively impacted your life, and how you overcame it. Because this is a story of hope. This is a new story. Or if you're in that space now of block, tell me what it is, what action you're going to take today in order to change your story. Because action is where the magic happens. And I can't wait to hear about yours. Have a great day. Bye for now.